Oh, it's hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. We have no intro today. But we're gonna have a new one for 2020. So just pretend like we just did it and it was amazing. And then all of a sudden here we are.
A new one for 2020?
20, what'd I say?
You said
You
2020.
said 2020. You're jumping us backwards 2 years.
That's
I do not want
pre-pandemic.
I don't want to do that. So we're gonna go with
No.
a new one for 2022. Okay,
There you
Abby,
go.
go ahead.
Hello and welcome. I'm Abby.
I'm April.
And I'm Rachel. And before we get to anything that we have to talk about tonight, I don't know if you guys know this, but the Bengals are headed to the Super Bowl for the first time in 31 years. And it has been one of the coolest days of my life. Y'all, it is hard to be a Cincinnati sports fan. We get our hearts broken with like broken legs and broke like all the time, no matter what sport it is, Bearcats, Bengals, Reds. There's no way in my life I would have ever thought that I was going to say that the Bengals are going to Super Bowl. So it's been the coolest day ever. And Abby's here. I know she doesn't really care. Are you a Bears fan?
I'm
The
from
Bears.
Wisconsin. I'm a Packers fan.
I like the Packers. I do.
Mm-mm.
But
Don't.
just like the coolest day ever. And you guys should go watch the video that I put on TikTok where my poor best friend has not seen this video yet. She's going to kill me for putting it on the World Wide Web, where she's sobbing.
I do get it though, because we were in Chicago when the Cubs won the World Series. So like I get it when there is a long standing fandom that is used to being disappointed.
Mhm.
I get the like, this is a beautiful day. So congratulations.
Thank you. And not to go, because this is a light show, so not to go like dark or serious or whatever, but genuinely when this stuff happens, it's like I immediately thought of my mama and papa. And I'm like, my mama would be beaming if she was here. And I know we've had to live with that. So it's just a cool night. And then I got to come here. So I like left my friends. Like I have to go do the Heretics.
The Heretics.
The Heretics. So here we are. So who day, everybody, who day.
We're your friends too.
I know every time I say that, not every time, but
We're
often
your
you
friends too.
and I'm always trying to make a distinction between like those.
Your real friends.
I say real life all the time, which is very hurtful apparently, because
It is hurtful because we are also real life friends now.
As evidenced by the fact that we literally have spent time in real life together multiple times.
Yes.
So the podcast, thanks for hanging out this night. It's over.
I'm
over.
trying to
Dramatic.
Rachel, this is the segue. This is the segue into talking about our trip.
Yeah. Okay, well, who day? Oh, who day? Go. All right, that's all I got.
Rachel, I just am teasing you because I'm trying to get us to talk about our time together trip. Yes. Wait, can you guys see? Look at my screen. What do you recognize from our trip together? From
the little vase mug thing with the boobs. Other side.
Are we gonna get banned? The naked vase.
That vase is amazing.
I love this vase so much.
It's amazing. You did get that when we were together. It was a good trip. April, did you like Cincinnati?
I did like Cincinnati. Me and Beecher went and visited those two. After we had to cancel our New York trip the week before because we were sick.
Cincinnati is
and did not get refunded, so it wasn't quite New York level, but it was. Cincinnati was really cool. I was pretty impressed with the city and that bridge overpass that is going to crash at any moment.
Oh, the Brent Spence.
Yes, the one both of y'all told us about that bridge.
The Brent Spence is terrifying.
Big deal,
and it's been on like every president for the last like 4 times has said it was in their top 5 issues of infrastructure, and nobody will fix it. So yay!
Cincinnati was super fun, and we played. You guys were really fun playing Super Fight with Bacanara hotel room.
Justine, you were here. I saw you already. My friend Justine sent me Super Fight in the mail just yesterday. So we'll have to play it. Maybe we'll play it next month on the show a little bit.
Oh, that would be fun.
April, everyone wants to know if you tried Skyline.
Did I try? We didn't eat it while we were there. Rachel gave us a can of Skyline chili that
Rachel made them like a welcome to Cincinnati bag.
She did.
And
it was in a Paw Patrol gift bag, which made me feel at home because my kids.
The only bag I had was Paw Patrol. So that's what you got.
No, it was great. It was tons of fun.
Was it great? Oh,
it was.
The trip. I thought you were talking about the chili.
Where did?
I don't It's just you and me. That's okay. Quick, while Rachel's not here,
yes,
I was going to tell you, or when they asked about the bolognese, I was going to say Rachel did offer to take them to Skyline, and I was like, no, absolutely not. I will not go. I will not do it. But
yeah.
oh, she's back.
No, listen, she's talking this game. What did you tell me like 2.5 weeks ago that you would do?
I don't remember.
You would try.
I did make us all go get mall food when you were visiting, right?
What was that thing that we tried though at that restaurant the day
that
you
tried
left?
Geta.
Yeah, it was not. It was
Geta. They have like a whole Geta fest.
Granite.
They have Geta fest every year here. It's beef and sausage and oats.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
And then they fry it up. April is not a fan.
It's not.
I don't know how to describe it. It's like not meat. It's not
it is meat.
A snack. I know, but like it doesn't taste like it. It just like tastes like it's food.
It's unpleasant. It tastes unpleasant.
Okay, so let's stop shitting on Cincinnati.
Never. I will say though, we did. You guys were staying at a hotel, and the hotel had an art gallery in the lobby. And so when we got back to the hotel after our night of fun, we did an impromptu photo shoot in the art gallery. And I think that was actually my favorite part of the whole shebang. It was so fun, minus the part where I knocked one of the paintings off the wall.
That is not what you want to do.
It felt like a very Ferris Bueller moment where I was like, oh, nobody look. Okay, just putting it. And then slowly walked away. And then we proceeded to stay in that gallery for an hour taking cute pictures.
And then went and drank some bourbon because that's just what we do.
Did we drink bourbon that night?
We drank like almost an entire bottle of Four Roses that night.
That explains why I don't remember. I'm joking. I don't think I did that much because I don't love bourbon. I think I did other things. Like prayed. I prayed.
She prayed.
With our Bible study.
Yeah, so much Bible study.
Turned on some Bethel.
You guys see that I used one of those pictures. So I don't do New Year's resolutions, but I do love a good self-evaluation position of life. And I think the new year is a good time to do that. So I use one of our pictures from the trip because it was my very favorite moment. Rachel, who is a photographer, is trying to take a cute picture of me against the wall. And I just kept like cheesing like I was a third grader, showing off my portraits.
She did.
And then you yelled at me.
This is tonight is just coming to circle back every time.
It was good. So I use it in my like New Year post. Do you guys do New Year's resolutions now that we're in the new year? Because we didn't do a January show.
We did.
This is
January, but we didn't do it.
We didn't do like the end of
You didn't do a December one. Yeah.
I mean, I like to have goals for the year. I'm not like turned off by New Year's resolutions. Like I know a lot of people are. For me, I like to make goals all the time, and the division of time just makes things easier, right? So it's easy to say like Monday I'm going to start this or whatever. So yes, I think I do make New Year's resolutions.
Did you make any this year? I want to know what they are.
I think I just like had made some like financial goals, like business goals and some personal goals, but like it's not like, oh, I have to do this every day. My resolution like that. No, just some things I would like to do this year.
April, do you do New Year's resolutions?
Not really. I used to, and then never really followed through. And so like my resolution now is to not do resolutions, and I succeed in those. So
do you guys
100% so far?
Nice.
I feel like in church worlds, the resolutions weren't a big deal, but like choosing a word for the year, that was a big deal.
Oh, yeah. One of our churches that we were at for a while, at the beginning of every year, they would do a Daniel fast, like church-wide Daniel fast. And you would they would definitely look down on you if you didn't participate in the Daniel fast. And I do remember one of the pastor's kids had a birthday in early January and would never get cake because they're always on a Daniel fast. Like they would literally give this kid cantaloupe with birthday candles in it. Because
I would riot. I would literally I would be like, are you kidding me?
For that kid.
Is this a fucking joke?
That kid is somewhere on deconstruction TikTok making a video.
That kid's like 10. That kid will deconstruct later.
I mean, at 10 years old without birthday cake in my life, I would probably be deconstructing by that point myself.
I'd be like,
no cake? No cake? Jesus?
Have any of you ever done the Daniel fast?
No.
Either of you?
I've done it for like, I don't know, a couple days. I've never been the best at fasts, if I'm being honest.
I've done the Daniel fast several times years ago. I was very pretentious.
There is something pretentious about the Daniel fast. It's like, and it's like not even really that hardcore of a fast. It's more like a diet.
I was going to say, I feel like a lot of the people that I've known treated it like they were going keto. It was basically just, you know what I mean? Like it was like, I'm just learning so much and I'm experiencing so much. And also I've lost so much weight, but then also they were fucking mean because they were hungry all the time. Yeah. And I wanted to be like, I don't sense the spirit within you at all.
Every time I've ever done the whole 30, which I've also done an obnoxious amount of times, like day 25.
I have too.
I'm a monster, an actual monster. Oh, it gets bad. Like, I actually don't mind it at the beginning, but towards the end, I'm like, I hate every bit of this.
Oh, that's funny. We do the whole 30 a couple times a year. And at the beginning, like day 7 is kill all the things phase. I'm like, don't talk to me. Don't look at me. If you breathe near me, you'll never breathe again. It's bad.
It's the first time I can't have cheese that gets me every time. The first time I'm like, I can't have cheese. Then I'm very upset. Cheese is life. So
I do love me some cheese.
What's the Christian one that's not the Daniel fan? It's aimed at women.
Of course, it's
something about Proverbs 31, probably.
It's something like that. And it's like, it's a diet plan that they
not the way down. But what
is that?
Gwen Shamblin. It's literally like a weight loss Christian cult.
No, this one was like 2 sisters and they had a blog and
Girl Defined?
No, this was probably 15 years ago. And
man, there are too many.
There's too many. And you're like, this one, this one, this one. They're literally like, and their whole thing was like, these are healthy, quick, easy ways to stay trim because Jesus wants you thin and sexy for your husband kind of vibes. Oh. And like, if you were not fit, you were sinning. And I just remember
that's just like Gwen Shamblin.
Is it? Somebody tried to get me to do it after my first kid was born. And I just remember being like, I might hit you.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know what a bajillion people in the church over the probably like 10 years ago always try to get everybody to do? I'm dropping names. Advocare. Like such a church.
Oh. I feel like the Atkins diet was also pretty. That one was big in some of the churches I was in.
Yeah,
the
South
Atkins.
Beach.
Oh my gosh. You guys, Christian culture is so weird.
Shakely. Did all the women at your church sell Shakely or whatever it's called?
Shakeology.
No, the women. Oh my, that's the shake weight.
What are we doing right now?
We're all that's what I think about.
Not doing it. There was one that was really popular at one of my last churches, and it was like they wouldn't tell you what it was. They would just lose a shit ton of weight, and then post about it a lot. And if you were to even remotely be like, "You look good. What are you doing?" They'd be like, "Do you want to do a conference call with me? I would love to tell you all about it." And
they won't say the name.
They won't say the name.
There's also it's a newer one called It Works. Yeah, that one was being sold in some of my churches.
The wraps, you were literally wrapping yourself.
Yes,
that's
there's so many MLMs. Did y'all ever get into there was like a Christian jewelry one that was called, I feel like it started with a P.
I have so much of their jewelry. Premier.
Was it Premier? Yes. Premier. Yes, Premier.
You have a lot of their jewelry?
Listen, let me tell you something. No. Let me tell you something about being a pastor's wife, because I was a pastor's wife at that time. I had all of it. I have had the same way that every March we would end up with like 30 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. And did you know that Boy Scouts sell popcorn? Yes. I know that because we have to buy that. There was nothing. I would get invited to these parties and I would have to buy Origami Owl, Premier. What's the Unique? The makeup one.
Monet. Did you have Monet?
There's Monet. There's also is it Avon? With the A, yeah.
Avon's been around forever.
Yeah, but that one that's recirculating.
LuLaRoe,
Pampered Chef,
Pampered Chef, Origami Owl.
I've seen that one, but I don't know what that is. Scentsy,
31 bags or something.
What's
like
the
that.
nails?
Ooh, the nail one. What were those? Yeah, what were
Color
those
Street.
called? Lip Sense.
Lip Sense. I have
Lip
all
Sense
of these
was
things.
awful. See? Okay. See? So don't come for me.
Okay,
And
did
all
any
of these I
you
found in church. All
are
of
any
them.
of you? I mean, you guys are the same age as me. I can't know if you
Arbonne. You're thinking of Arbonne, not Avon.
Arbonne. That's the one
Avon's
I was
been on
thinking
forever.
of.
Did
Yes.
any of you have? I don't know if it was regional or not. Longaberger baskets.
I don't even know what those words mean.
So Longaberger is like a famous company or whatever. But
How
they
do you
have
say it?
parties. Longaberger.
Longaberger. It's just kind of rolling
You
up.
guys have never heard Longaberger baskets?
Longaberger.
All right,
Longaberger
well.
baskets? No, I haven't.
Is it also an MLM?
Well, they would have parties. I guess I don't know. I guess they were. I don't know. And my mom worked for
Tastefully
Tupperware.
Simple.
Nice. My
Tastefully
mom definitely
Simple,
worked for
Wild
Tupperware.
Tree. There's a
Y'all, we didn't
Tupperware
even mention
store at the
essential
mall out
oils.
here.
Oh
That's
gosh. True. We did not. We did
Guys,
not.
I have a whole rack of them in my bathroom.
Young Living, doTERRA.
I have some.
I actually do. I don't really use it to like cure things because I'm not a witch, but I do like the way it makes my house smell, so I like diffuse it.
I use peppermint oil a lot because it really helps with my headaches. And when my kids were little, we used a lot of the different oils. We don't really use them a lot anymore. But I was never the person that was like, "Do you have an itch? You look like you might have a skin condition. I have an oil for that." Like, I was never that person, and it freaked me out. But I will tell you this. Oh no, this is much more embarrassing. Oh God, I just remembered this. In a mom's Bible study I led, I did say to these women
the suspense
who were
is
all
freaking killing
oil
me.
moms, like they were all oily mamas.
Yeah.
And I did say, do you talk about Jesus with people as much as you talk about oils?
I hate you.
Oh wow.
I hate me too.
To be fair though, they do talk about oils all the time.
A lot.
I feel like that was like your way of
me
being
and
passive.
Like, that's so good.
I love that this was not even on like the itinerary for the night, and here we are
It's
just being like name dropping all the shit we had to buy from people.
Do you know what is on
you
the
should
itinerary?
You need to see my stash of LuLaRoe. I've probably got like 12 leggings, bunch of dresses, because I did like the party and then I won a bunch of free stuff. And I actually looked into going into business at one point because I was buying so much of it. And then I'm so glad I didn't. Jeez. Talk about a scam.
Those things, I still have plenty and they're terrible. And I got them. I wish my friend, she's not my friend anymore. I wish she would pay me back because I had to buy LuLaRoe when she was doing that. I had to buy Unique when she was doing that. Then she's like Norwex, all these things. And I'm like,
Norwex. I forgot about Norwex.
Listen, I actually think Norwex's stuff is pretty good, but no. All right. Anyway.
So jumping like even further back, because you were like, that's not even on the itinerary. So jumping back to the itinerary. This is technically, I know it's our January show, but we're going to talk about Valentine's Day. Thus our bachelorette, Christian bachelorette videos, which are, guys, we've done a lot of really amazing things together, but I really think I think those videos are my favorite thing we've ever collaborated on.
I think they are
moment.
too. Yes, I think they are too. And I'm excited for more. I have a couple ideas.
How like little thought went into it. We were just like in Snapchat, we're like, hey, what if we did this? Like, yeah, everyone just be a guy and be a Christian dude and just be like a contestant. And like we all came up with something different. And
you guys, I need you all know here in the chat and the ones that are listening to it. I asked the ladies for the videos. We kind of said who we were going to be, like April obviously needed to do the bachelorette bit. And so then they're just sending me videos and I'm going to having a hard day. And I'm like, I got to put this video together. And I hadn't seen their video clips. So I'm seeing them and I am sitting on my chair laughing my ass off. But when you said, I don't want her to give me a rose. I want to give me a tulip. I start crying, laughing. I'm like, oh my God, she's so funny. Like these women are just hysterical. So funny. And I think it's going to get better. Jonah does not.
I had a thought for a storyline. I had a thought for a storyline for one of the characters. So I'm gonna Snapchat you guys that later.
I do, Abby. There's nothing greater than your Bradley Fenton.
You guys, have I told you about my son?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was imitating you as
my kid. So when Bradley Fenton is talking, the IFB preacher I did for this video, and I say, I live with my mother. She's a godly woman, never wears pants, only skirts. And now my son, who's 10, he keeps quoting that part of the video, only he doesn't say only skirts. So like the other day, my husband was like, listen to your mother, please. And my 10-year-old turned and looked at my husband and went, my mother is a godly woman, never wears pants.
And
I was like,
can you finish the line?
Pretty great. Not gonna lie. I want you to be out in public and have him do that.
Oh my gosh.
Defending your honor somewhere.
Be so embarrassed.
I do think that we need to introduce a couple more characters, like as it goes. Not necessarily, obviously, bachelors, because whatever, but like, we could do home visits.
There's the fantasy suites. They're just gonna like.
I think fantasy suites
like
are
an all night. Like that's gonna be like an all night prayer meeting.
Also, for those of you that are on here right now, if you follow all of us on TikTok, do I or do I not look a lot like Daniel is deconstructing when I am Luke? I'm pretty sure we're twins.
With your bald filter.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't hide my hair. If you look, like I tried so hard and you can still see it. Just looks like it's like coming out of my ears or something. And Abby looks like she has a mullet with Bradley Fenton.
So. Little rat tail in the back.
I had my hair all in a ponytail, and so every time I like turned a little bit, you could just see a little. And Aaron pointed it out, and I was like, "Should I re-record it?" And he was like, "Honestly, no. It looks it fits.
It fits."
I think Aaron himself would be happy if we never stopped doing those videos.
Oh my gosh, he thinks they're so funny. He thinks they're so funny.
I mean, I know it's us, but I think they're funny too. I also think it's funny that I actually spend time when I do my Theo Bro videos to like actually put on a fake mustache and a wig. When this like whole time I could have just been doing Snapchat filters.
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
Your commitment to the craft. Rachel and I were just like,
we're lazy asses. We're just lazy.
What's funny to me is if you look through the comments on both videos on the Heretics, and then April, you posted one today too. If you look through the comments, how many people are like, I know all of these men. I have met all of these men multiple times. Mm-hmm. I love it because sometimes I get in my head and I'm like, well, maybe this is just my experience. And then we put up these very generic archetypes of dudes and everybody's like, yep. Mm-hmm. I know them.
Brutal.
Well, it's not like we made up these characters. These are all based on real life experiences in the evangelical church.
Did you have actual people that you were basing your character like in your mind?
Yeah. Like any tool bag Calvinist I've ever met is always full like of themselves.
Were you like thinking of specific people?
I
was for Jonah. I wasn't for Luke.
I need to know who you were thinking of for Jonah.
I'm not saying
Guys,
names.
We can't give that away.
Anybody knows. Like,
you tell me later.
Yeah, but you're not going to know this person either.
That's fair.
Mine was just a combination of all the men, not one particular person.
Bradley was a combination of a very specific IFB preacher, the one who talks about the Jezebel fish goddess at Starbucks, and Kathy Bates in Waterboy.
That was your inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty great.
Okay.
I feel like someone actually made that comparison in a comment.
Rachel, which one had the bun?
That's Jonah. He's a douche.
Oh my gosh, he is a douche. I find myself getting like angry at you when I watch that part of the video.
I'm like, I can't.
This chick's thin, right? I don't want to wail.
My gosh, I'm a horrible person. I know, but that guy, I know that guy. Terrible.
He for sure talks about his smoking hot wife from stage.
Oh, those are definitely the words that he will use for sure. His smoking hot wife.
Probably inappropriately licks his lips while he says it.
Oh
God.
We've got a question. Where did the name Bradley Fenton come from?
I truly just made it up.
You're the only one with the last name. Like nobody else has a last name.
Technically, I have two names. Andrew James.
Seem like the type of person to not give his full name when asked who he is, and so it just felt natural that he would have a last name.
Ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Well, so growing up in church culture, my youth pastor, I went back and I messaged him once and I asked him about the smoking hot wife thing. That's why I brought that up, because I asked him about the smoking hot wife thing. And I was like, hey, can you just help me out? Like, can you help me understand? Because why? Why was that a thing? And literally, the response he got was, I'm on level with you. I was in my late 30s by the time I got married, and I was just really excited to have a wife and do wife things. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I really do think part of it is, especially in youth groups, it's just a theory. I haven't had a conversation with this with anyone, that they're wanting everyone to wait, right? To like save themselves. So it's almost like, look at this reward that I got because I waited. Like this is what is waiting for you if you just wait.
You're probably right. That's so gross.
Meanwhile, what he's not saying is that he and his smoking hot wife have a complicated sex life because of purity culture. He doesn't really want to talk about that part of it.
No, we don't talk about that part.
She's just hot.
I mean, we talk about it.
We do. We do. You all here do. We're all willing to talk about it.
We always went hard on the purity culture messages at Valentine's Day. And I for those of you who don't know, I'm a certified abstinence educator. I was so busy during the month of February because every area church would be like, can you come do the sex talk? I mean, the abstinence talk. And they all said it exactly like that. Can you do the sex talk? I mean, abstinence talk.
Oh, they're so cool.
They're so cool. They're so cool. Did you guys get the purity culture talk hard at Valentine's Day?
Yes.
I don't know that I remember like a upswing in it. I'm pretty sure it was just all he talked about, my youth pastor, every single week.
Yes. We definitely did an upswing. And my youth group, this was in the I Kissed Dating Goodbye. Everyone read that book. So my youth group from the stage was like an official courting only. Like that was what they supported. Like you couldn't date, you had to court.
What is courting?
April, did you court with someone?
What does that even mean?
Dated. So courting. So here's the thing. Listen to this. So, so for those that don't know, courting is basically like you're basically dating, but you're not allowed to be alone with the person. So you're always going on group dates, and there's just like levels of accountability. So you don't, and like extreme courting is like you save your first kiss for marriage, and like you do nothing physical, like maybe hold hands.
I would say, do you hold hands?
I don't know. So, well, I mean, so I was dating I was on the youth worship. I was a worship leader in the youth group, and I started secretly dating the keyboardist. And one of the youth leaders found out, and literally came and told us, like, "Listen, I'm fine that you guys are dating, but you have to keep it on the download. And if anybody asks, you're courting."
Oh my gosh!
So it was like, okay.
Was your youth pastor like weirdly involved in all of the students' love lives and like who was dating who?
Mine was 150%.
What's with that?
Well, they're like 22 themselves. Well, mine was at least, right? He was like 22, 23 years old, married. He just got married. He's just having sex for the first time. Like he just wants it. Like, I don't know, wants it for everybody else. He just was always in everybody's dating business and relationships, always. Fixing people up, asking them awkward questions in front of the whole youth group.
Lots of fixing people up and like praying for like people that were in a long-term season of singleness. Like if you hit 19 and weren't dating someone, it was like hands were being laid on you and they're like, and you were like going through like, what do they say? The season of the darkness of the soul,
the dark night of the soul.
The dark night of the soul. You're in the dark night of the soul. The season of singleness.
Oh my gosh.
Won't last forever.
Did you see Andrew's comment? Not me, a closeted gay, thinking if I court a girl in youth group, I'd never have to kiss her.
Andrew's like, I'm a big fan of courting.
Listen, I do want to talk about being queer in youth group though, because a while back I made a video about See You at the Pole. And somebody in my comments was like, I just used things like that to be able to like hold my crush's hand and not have it be weird. And I had this recovered memory. I was like, oh my God, I did that, but with girls. Every time we had to hold hands and pray, everyone else would shuffle to get near to their crush. And I'd be like, I want to hold that girl's hand. And it had never occurred to me that that's what I was doing or that other people did that in youth group. And now I feel very like queer Christian kid, like, oh, sad, poor little Abby. Just hold her hand for real.
Aww.
Thank you for that attention.
You're welcome. We love
I
you.
do think purity culture did give some cover for queer kids in church that were trying to stay in the closet.
They just thought they were really good at abstinence.
So holy. So holy.
Yeah, like, you guys struggle with that? I don't struggle with that at all.
I'm just very, very close to Jesus.
You guys, let me just be really honest here. I was at the altar pretty much every Sunday crying, like rededicating my life to God, repenting, like whatever. I was very, very, I had a lot of guilt, and most of my guilt was that I could not attain the purity culture standard. Like every Sunday was like, geez, I'm really sorry about that thing that happened the other day with that boy from school. The next week. And also, this is a little off topic, but I also lied every single Wednesday night because I led worship, youth group, and right before the service start, we went in the back with the youth pastor, and he would kind of give us like an encouragement, and then he would say, "Does anyone need to step down?" Which is like,
oh my gosh!
He asked us if we needed to step down every single Wednesday, and I was like, "No, I'm good." And I'd like probably been in like, a closet with a boy at school earlier that day. No, I'm good. Because I wanted to sing. So
you know what though? That guilt. I went to the altar almost every like week, like Wednesday night too. My song, I don't know what your song was, but if Heart of Worship came on, I was weeping. I'm coming back, God. I'm so sorry.
Sorry I left.
Yes. And I'm sorry. Like literally the words I'm sorry. And I was like, oh God, what are you trying to say? But like, here's the kicker though, is I really didn't do anything bad. Like in my head, I like thought about doing things bad because I was like a horny teenager, like everybody else.
Your rebelliousness was purely your thought life.
Yes, purely my thoughts. And I literally thought, but then they would be like, okay, this is going to be way too much information. But when I was like preteen youth group, I wrote on an anonymous, we had a sleepover for the youth group girls. And to show you how good I actually was, losing my voice, they watched Liar Liar, which is PG-13.
Great movie.
It is a great movie, but
Did you not watch it?
I knew I wasn't allowed to watch it. So I literally went into the other room and acted like I didn't want to watch it to hang out with the other girls. Super lame. But anyway, they had this little circle around where they're like, okay, you girls can write anything you want on a card anonymously and ask us and we'll answer it. And these are like the youth leaders. So they were like, probably 20s, like early 20s. So like way like older than us, but not super old. And I literally wrote down, if you cyber, are you still a virgin?
Oh my God.
Yep.
And the lady said,
for those of you who are Gen Z and don't know what cybering is, because it is an antiquated term, April, what does it mean to cyber?
Cybering is just like, it's like sexting in chat rooms back when chat rooms were a thing.
Yeah. ASL? Did you ask
ASL? And I lied about my ASL.
Oh yeah, I was like 22 F Ohio all the time.
I was usually like about all the time is they would ask for measurements and I would just lie about it because I had no idea what they were talking about or what like what are realistic / appealing measurements. And I think about it back now and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that it was just like song lyrics from rap music that I had heard. That was like,
oh my God. But guys, I was so naive. I literally thought I like lost my virginity because I got carried away in a chat room. But you know what the youth leader answered? She was like, well, first of all, she didn't know what it was. She whispered to the other youth leader and was like, what's cybering? And she had to explain it. And then like I could tell she like thought like, what an idiot who would write this. But then she was like, technically you probably like scientifically and technically you would still be a virgin, but would you still in your heart? Because the Bible does say like if you just lust after someone, you've basically slept with them. So like it's still not
a terrible thing to tell.
So in my head, I was like, I'm like not a virgin in my heart. So then Heart of Worship plays in youth group and I'm bawling at the altar because I sinned in my heart.
This is not on topic for us, but April, I need to tell you this before I forget. That would make a hilarious video, like a late night infomercial, but for instead of for cheesy romantic songs, what was your altar song? And then like all of these various like
A
the altar.
collection.
Yes, exactly. Altar songs.
For 3 easy payments in
Volume
1995.
Like, because we all have altar songs, and I've never even thought about it like that until whichever one of you said that, and I was like, yeah.
What was your altar song?
I do have altar songs.
When I was in college, Jesus Blood Never Fails Me. Do you guys remember that song?
Which one?
Don't sing it for us.
No, I'm good. When they played that one at Campus Church, I got saved every time. Every time. It was a good one.
I have to look.
I think it's Delirious.
Oh, Delirious.
Oh, there was a Delirious song called Hang On to You that we sang in my church youth group. It's not really it wasn't like a regular worship song, but we sang it in my youth group. And anytime it would came on, I'd be like, I'm gonna hang on to you, God.
When I was in youth group, it was I talked about this with Eve a few weeks ago. It was Sing to the King by Passion. Got to sing to the King, and I was having a moment. I'm telling you guys, I had so many conversion stories. So many. Well, Abby, what was yours?
I'm trying to think. I don't remember the title.
Okay, well, we're on a live show.
I have a feeling. I know. I'm sorry. It's because it's slowly dawning on me that I think it was like a hipster hymn. What was the one where it was like, "Here I lay my ebony"? Yes.
Before the throne of God above.
Yes.
I was singing that like 2 days ago. Somebody commented on my hymn post on TikTok.
They're
that
so
song.
Beautiful.
Oh, my college one, The Stand.
Yes. I'll stand. That was the one I couldn't think of too.
And hard up.
This is not at all, but I just think, April, I'm dead serious. I think like very a la the, when you wake up in the middle of the night back in 1993 and the Enya
altar songs.
Yeah, but it's like altar songs for when you're in the mood for the Spirit.
I need certain songs for certain sins as you're like going through some of them too.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm at least going to make this as a playlist because I'm actually very into it.
I love it. I don't know how we got off on that, but
I don't know. This was not This was not in our rundown.
So the thing in my youth group for like when it came to romance and dating in my youth group, it was always the girls who were church dating and then the girls who were dating like missionary dating, like dating to get people into the youth group and like, I can change him. And the problem is all of the boys in the youth group only wanted to date girls not in the youth group. And all of the girls, so then they couldn't date the boys in these groups. They'd have to go and date other boys and bring them into the youth group. And then those couples would eventually break up because, we're 13. And so our youth group was just full of girls who were dating boys and cycling them through our youth group. And eventually all of the boys started calling them whores and being like, yes. And our youth pastor literally said to these boys, like, guys, when you're going to date a woman, I can't. He literally was like, if you're going to date a woman, be sure that her body is right before God and her heart is right before God. And I remember being 14 and going, what the fuck does that mean? That your body is right before God? Yeah. What does that mean?
That's cringy.
I have no idea. No idea.
Either. Did you ever missionary date?
I dated someone who was agnostic when I was in college.
For shame.
And I definitely tried to convert him.
Shame.
Yes, I know. Definitely tried to convert him, but also was like not dating him for that reason. If that
I was gonna say, was it like, so when I would date a boy who wasn't a believer, I like knew it was wrong. And I would date them with the intention of getting them saved so that I could date them guilt-freely.
For real?
Yeah. I'd be like, I'm going to date you because if you like me enough, then you'll like Jesus. And then it's okay that I'm dating you. But then I would lose interest in them before they got to the part where they
I pretty much knew in my head, like, there would be no way that I could marry this person if they didn't convert. So I would like say little things along the way. And I remember one time literally crying, being like, I don't want you to go to hell.
Oh my God.
I used to just always think, I'd be like, how would I raise my kids? how to raise my kids, but I'd be taking my kids to church right now. I was going to be with somebody who wouldn't take their kids to church. I was always petrified of that.
Did anyone ever explicitly say this to you, or was it just because I cannot for the life of me remember someone explicitly being like, don't date someone that's not a Christian? I think I just have memories of people being like, well, can't be unequally yoked. And I just had to infer like what that meant.
I don't even think we were not supposed to just date non-Christians. We had to date like Baptists.
Are you serious?
My sister started dating a Pentecostal kid down at the Church of God. And it was like, my parents didn't care, but it was like other people.
Ironic, because as a Pentecostal, it would have been unequally yoked for me to be dating a Baptist.
Oh, yeah. Y'all were.
If you weren't speaking in tongues, I would have been spiritually leading you.
I don't know how to tell you guys this, but we were the only ones that knew what the Bible actually said. So thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, I won't see you in heaven. Okay. Sorry.
One of the worst messages I ever heard about all this, and because of what you just said about speaking in tongues, and like, April, I don't know if this is just a Pentecostal thing. Did you ever have the weird intermix of like the purity culture conversation about prayer and like, don't pray too fervently with the person that you're dating because it might lead other places?
Yes. Because prayer is an intimate thing. And when you're praying really intimately with someone, it could lead to other intimate things.
We all know what happens when the person that this is also super embarrassing. The person that gave this talk at my college chapel was my mother.
Oh.
And was like, because when the spiritual fervor whips up, and she literally did this, and I was like, I had to go throw myself out of the window. Bye.
That's so weird. It's like, just like the whole idea of that. You want to get in the mood? Yeah, baby.
Let's pray.
Let's pray.
Let's pray really hard.
My parents were they were never like anything weird to us about dating Christians or anything like that. Basically, my mom said, like, keep your feet on the ground. Feet have to stay on the ground, which I often worked my way around that.
There are things that you can do with your feet on the ground.
Mom, don't ever listen to this. Thank you.
Does she not know?
Does she not know what?
Like, does she think you're a virgin?
No, she doesn't. Okay. This is a weird conversation now. I'm talking about when I was like 15 years old.
It took me a second. I know you were. It took me a second.
We're in our 30s, Abby.
I'm just, hey, do you not know any Christian adult women who are in their 30s and virgins? Because I absolutely do.
I do.
Yeah, you're right. I probably do.
For sure I do.
And actually, I have a friend who is, and sometimes we can like joke around with her too much about just like, she doesn't, basically, you don't have to be under this lie, forever. But sometimes we get to the point where we're probably going too far. And she's like, I'm an adult making my own choice. Respect that. And I'm like, okay, you're right. It's different than when they were not allowing us to make our own choices once upon a time. And like, whatever.
Absolutely.
You're an adult making your own choices. So.
Oh, absolutely.
But I do try to get her to come to the dark side often. Like, these choices, way better.
My favorite thing when all of my Christian girlfriends were like getting married was I liked to be the friend that at the bachelorette party, everybody else gave them like tasteful, frilly lingerie that was like not that exciting. And I would set down like a box and be like, here you go. And it would have like
in front of your mom.
Oh man, that happened more than once. And I'm not going to lie to you. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was always really funny. But they'd be like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. What is this? Oh, because they'd think it was some sort of underwear, but really it was like a lacy blindfold. I gave a girl a whip once and handcuffs and all of these fun toys. Watching Christian girls try to.
You're talking about for like bachelorette lingerie stuff for weddings? Oh yeah, I love doing that too, actually.
It's fun to. I feel bad for Christian women who become adults and then get into marriages and don't have that adventurous fun. Like they don't even know what they like because they've been taught for so long that their body is bad and, shameful.
Yeah. and enjoying it is not the goal for them, even though, as I'll repeat something that I said probably on like 6 of the 10 episodes of the Purity Culture series on my podcast, which is there is one organ, there's a body with one organ on it that has no other purpose but sexual gratification, and it's women who have this organ. But God doesn't want women to be sexually gratified. It's just for men. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he accidentally put that on there.
He just accidentally put that there.
He's like, sneeze, shoot.
Oh, I was just gonna make a joke there that I decided was probably not okay to make. Like there's the Heretics and there's Heretics After Dark, and this is not the Heretics After Dark.
Yeah, we don't do After Dark until it's 10 o'clock at least.
Right?
Benjamin Revis.
What do you say?
That's how I learned the difference, because the rest of the saying was horizontal equals whores. Stay vertical, not horizontal, because horizontal equals whores.
Yeah.
Whores lie down.
So my mom said, keep your feet on the ground. You stay vertical.
When I was a youth leader years ago in college, we told our students that, and several of the students made buttons, and it was just footprints. So there were 2 sets of footprints like this, like the men's feet were on the and they wore them, and whenever the adults would be like, what are these buttons, they'd be like, there are purity buttons, and we fucking believed
this
them.
Was their purity buttons.
I'm trying to show you like footprints. So they had 2 footprints, and then it was the whole thing. The point is, they made it dirty. We were just trying to keep them from going to hell.
Obviously. Oh gosh. Okay.
What were some of y'all like cringy Christian dating stories? Like of like cringy lines that were told, like even if you didn't go on a date with them, like any?
I had thought about this earlier. I'm like, what's like the cringiest Christian thing I did in any kind of relationship? And it is absolutely when my boyfriend in college and I washed each other's feet. For sure.
What? Sure. Why? When?
Read scripture about Jesus.
Did you do it in front of people or privately?
No, just us.
Wait, be weirder. I need to understand. What's that look like, April? Hey guys.
They do it at weddings.
Hey guys, you want to come over? Me and my boyfriend are going to wash each other.
We did. The scripture about Jesus serving, and we were going to serve each other. That was the thing. We washed each other's feet, and I cried. Oh, I cried.
Because you were so disgusted with what you were doing?
Because I was in love, and I was like, this is the godly man for me.
Did you also dip your hair in perfume and wash his feet with your hair?
No, I should have.
Go the extra level.
Do you remember, like, what did that prayer sound like? Like, you were like, bless this man's feet? Like, I don't understand.
I just said nothing when I was doing it. I remember he read the scripture.
You guys sat in silence while you watched?
We had worship music playing. I swear. And so he read this scripture.
Was it Hands and Feet by Audio Adrenaline?
This sounds like a dream suite date on the Christian Bachelorette. They don't have sex.
This needs to be a scene.
They just go into the dream suite and wash one another's feet to worship music.
You guys, I sobbed. I thought I had nabbed the godliest man.
Isn't there a worship song that's like To My Audience of One?
Yes. What is that?
That's the song that should be playing while they wash one another's feet.
I am mortified right now. Okay, that's the cringiest thing.
Wow, Abby, you've got.
That's
a hard one to top.
I would say well, first of all, I didn't date Christians because I did not like them, and
fair.
I didn't date them. But I did utilize Christian breakup language to get out of dating them. Because the thing that people don't always remember is that there's Christian dating language and like Christian pickup lines, but there's also Christian breakup lines. Mm-hmm. And so the one that I would always use is like, I'm unsettled in my spirit about this. Like, I just doesn't feel like what God has for us.
I don't have a peace.
Yeah, I don't have a peace about this. The other one was, I just feel very distant from God, and the only thing that's changed in my life is that I'm spending so much time with you, and I don't want to make this an idol like this. And this was really, if you were really good at it, this is how you did it. I don't want to make this an idol because this is too special to ruin like that. And I just need to get stronger with God before I'm ready for this. Really make yourself diminutive in it before I'm ready for this. Like,
it's like
it's
the Christian version of "It's not you, it's me."
It's not you, it's
God,
Jesus.
I need to date Jesus right now.
But I will say, the very specific subset of Christian boy that I did one date, he was very specific, was Christian screamo guy. Do you guys know?
Yeah. No.
So like, I took him to the train every weekend so that he could go home to be with his other girlfriend, and he borrowed my eyeliner all the time, and like
did he really have another girlfriend?
Yeah.
And you were just cool with that?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know. He was an asshole.
Okay, you just said it. You said it like you knew. I was like, I didn't know if y'all were doing like the polygamy thing.
I heard that, Rachel. I heard that, Rachel. I heard that, Rachel.
Good, keep going.
No, and one of my college roommates once in like the last 2 years sent me a meme, and it was like a 2004 screamo scrawny dude, and it said, if you dated this guy in 2005, he owes you $300 still. And I was like, that is very true.
Totally does.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
So that's the cringiest, like, and screamo Christian guys they're worse than regular screamo guys because they're angry, but it's Jesus-y.
Right.
Yes. I went to so many Christian screamo shows and would like get in the mosh pit and just like.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I need you to explain every single thing that you just said. You.
April.
I was like in a Christian rock band in high school, and so I would go to all of these like local Christian rock emo. Like literally one of the songs that my youth group band would sing was a screamo worship song that our worship pastor wrote. So I would like scream into the mic like, God's alive.
Oh my God.
Did you want to be the girl from Flyleaf? We're in your heart where you like
love her, yes.
You're like, I can feel you all around me.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what band I saw live? I don't even know how many times, and I played their CDs until they broke in high school. POD.
Oh my gosh.
I loved POD.
Youth of a Nation. I will still sing along to it. And it makes me think of, okay, never mind.
Were you going dark?
No. They use that movie. They use that song in the movie Blue Crush. And if you liked the movie Blue Crush, you're a little bit gay now. And so
it's true.
It makes me think of boobs.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Nice.
You haven't? You have to come back immediately.
Okay.
Anyway.
April, what's your cringiest? Every time I say gay shit, these two are like, oh, okay.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We love gay shit.
We're gay adjacent, remember? So we like it.
April, what's your cringiest Christian dating story? And please don't tell. Okay, never mind.
What you keep saying never mind, and then
we're on a live. I was gonna tease you about your proposal video that like you got on the news for.
Oh, it was so cute.
Is that cringy?
No, Beecher, it's not cringy.
I think it's not cringy, but you guys being on the 700 Club talking about it is a little
very
cringy.
Because we were Regent students.
Exactly. See,
we were like the poster children for Regent because we met at Regent, which is Pat Robertson's school. We were on the 700 Club because of our proposal video that went viral, that we shot a lot of it at Regent.
I know.
And we got married at the hotel that is also
cringier.
owned by CBN. And then I worked for CBN.
What would Regent think of you now?
I don't know that they I don't know anything because their alumni people reached out to me like within the last year because of a movie I produced and did a little feature on me.
Okay.
So it's one reason why I'm April of Joy everywhere and not like I don't have my last name, just so it's like just a little bit harder to find.
Takes them just a little bit longer.
I want to hear your cringiest Christian dating story.
So I've got a lot, but I'll go with the one that I think hurt me the most. That was like done to me. I was on a mission trip. It was like I don't even know if it was a mission trip. I spent a summer in Singapore and my dad was preaching at like several different churches in Singapore. So we spent the whole time there. And there was also people from Master's Commission. Do y'all know Master's Commission?
Yes, I do.
So like as part of their like master's commission thing, there was like this group of Americans that were also there kind of doing their stuff. So there's this guy there who was 22. I was 17 at the time. But he was like, I just thought he was the greatest looking person I've ever seen in my entire life at that time. And I was crushing on him hard. And I thought he liked me. And I would like sing before my dad would preach. And like, I knew I was looking really cool and I looked like a godly woman. I was like, I'm not nail this guy. I was like, I'm going to grab him. Like, he's going to be mine. Not nail.
I'm going to grab him.
Not nail.
Yeah,
no, that was not what I was thinking.
I'm going to nail him. I mean, grab him. I mean, respectfully look at him in the Lord.
Yeah, no. Okay, so here's what happened. Ready? I'll give you the very short version. The very short version. Okay. So for 5 weeks, we talked. We would get on MSN Messenger and we'd talk some at night. That was what we used back then.
Yeah.
And like Singapore's super safe. There's like no crime in Singapore. So like my parents would just let us like go anywhere in the whole country because it's really small. It's an island and there's literally no crime. Like you literally can get thrown in jail for chewing gum because they're very strict. So no one does crime. Andrew agreed. My brother said he was really hot, not gonna lie. He was. So anyway, so like we went and saw like movies together. My brothers were always with us, but you know, whatever. And like there was one night, like he would kind of say flirty things every once in a while. Like I remember we did this skit, this like drama one night that was a boxing match where my dad boxed the devil and my brother played Satan. And my other brother, what were you, Andrew? Were you greed? They're like all the demons represented a different sin. And so I was the little ring girl that like walked with like round 1, round 2, and I'd walk through. And I remember he made a joke one time that was like, you know, we'd pack this place out if you wore a bikini. And then he was like, I mean, just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So that was funny. But anyway, so like little things like that. So like I knew he liked me. And then one night we had a prayer meeting and we held hands. But we didn't even interlock. It was like, and the pastor even told us.
I'm sorry, you didn't even.
Like our fingers did not interlock. It was the pancake handhold. It was palm on palm. It wasn't even like anything. But I remember you mentioned this earlier, Abby. Like my heart was pounding so fast, like just like touching him. I was like,
Can you make that sound again, please?
Oh, please stop.
Okay, so anyway, so all that to say is that we did what it was like 10 minutes where we held hands. That was what the pastor did, and that was all we did. Oh, except one time we were walking back from a zoo and he grabbed my hand real quick because we were like almost getting run over by a car, and he kind of bumped into me and like our hands kind of fell together and we just kind of like held it and I just like froze. I was like, okay, we're holding hands. And then one of my brothers, not Andrew, so I'm not mad at him, my other brother turned around and looked at us out of nowhere because they were up ahead, and he immediately dropped my hand. And I was like, I'm gonna kill my brother.
Brothers are the worst.
Anyway, all that to say, end of the summer happens. We're about to leave. It's the last night. He comes over to our apartment, says bye to my family. My dad also was a big fan of this guy, and he was like trying to make this work the whole time. And so I was like, okay, well, let me walk you out. So to say goodbye. So I walk him out, and he gives me like the most awkward, quick side hug and literally like runs from me. He's like, bye, and then runs. And then later that night, he messaged me and we were like talking about it. I was like, hey, like, what was up with that? Like, I don't know.
What were you messaging?
I thought we'd have like a moment, you know? And he told me that Satan had been using me to distract him from God's calling on his life. And he ran from me because he felt like Joseph and Potiphar's wife and didn't know what I was going to do.
That
tracks.
That's what I think every time I look at you. I'm like,
surprised.
The devil's doing his work through April again.
It's like, wow. Yep. So heartbroken me that had a crush on a guy.
You were heartbroken? You didn't look at him like, okay.
No, I was like, I mean, I think I told him like, well, I didn't feel like I was being used of Satan, but okay. Whatever.
An agent of Satan would say that.
You would say that.
I feel like I was being used by the devil.
Well, he sounds like a great guy. So sad that you missed that.
Yeah.
So sad.
Anyway.
So we're almost done, but I wanted to do a contest because I love Christian pickup lines. They're one of my favorite things. I actively say them in my life because I think they're hysterical. So what we're going to do, it's audience participation. So we each have a Christian pickup line that we're going to say, and you guys have to vote on the winner. And the winning Christian pickup line, whichever one of us wins, we're going to make that video with one of our guy characters from the Christian Bachelorette. We're going to make a video using that Christian pickup line. So it's up to the audience to vote. You can't vote until you hear all three. Are you guys ready?
Yes. I feel like you're going to win since you do this regularly.
Oh, and I'm already uncomfortable.
So I'm the one that I always use. I'm not using tonight. The one that I say a lot because I'm switching it up.
Switching it up.
Do we have a volunteer to go first? Or should I go first?
It doesn't matter.
Rachel looks so uncomfortable. Will you be more comfortable if you get it out of the way first?
No, I want to hear yours.
You want to go? Okay. I'm going to try really hard not to do it and laugh because it only works if it's
serious. Do it seriously.
Okay. Okay. All right. You know, I can't part the Red Sea, but I could definitely open your door for you.
I didn't know where it was going with open. Like I didn't know what you were saying. And I was like, off screen, mortified.
I thought you were gonna say, but I could part your Red Sea.
I know. I'm so mad that you switched it to just my face because I really wanted to see your face.
I'm so sorry.
All right, that was mine.
April, do you want me to go? Sure.
Just imagine Uriah saying that line.
All right.
You should have said it like Uriah.
Gotta get ready. Hold on. Where's mine? Okay. Hey, girl. I'm so attracted to you. I'm going to have to get me a second accountability partner.
I hate you. I have hate in my heart for you. Oh, gosh. I'm so
Got to upgrade mine. My original's not good enough.
I can't even
Come on, Rachel. Come on.
I can't do that. I can't. You guys, it's so not like mine's not very good. It's just I was gonna do hey girl too, but you got it to me first.
You can do hey girl. Hey girl's like a thing. It's like the staple.
It really is.
All right, ready? Hey girl. During my devotions last night, I was reading the book of Numbers and I realized I don't have yours. Boom. Thank you.
That's good. That's
I actually think that one probably would have worked on me if like a guitar playing worship pastor had said it with just a little bit of irony, like
for sure. If Jonah had said it, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty hot as Jonah. I'm just saying that was the most attractive version of me on that was Jonah with the light eyes. So I'm saying if Jonah had said it,
if Jonah's just such a jerk though.
That's why
if he just had a little bit of a better personality, I'm sure Esther Lee would give him.
But that's why we're attracted to Jonah because he's a jackass.
He had a little bit of a better personality. Does one of those characters have a better personality? I feel like they're all very on par at nothing.
Pretty sure Luke's cool, but thanks.
All right, I wanna know. Okay, in the comments, somebody keep tracks. What is the best vote? And while you guys vote, do you have a runner-up? What was your runner-up pickup line?
Yeah. What did I have?
I literally have like 15 written down.
Because I was worried that I didn't know who was gonna say what.
And then yeah.
I see one vote for Rachel. One of my other backup pickup lines was Paul says to greet each other with a holy kiss. So why don't we try that out?
Mine was kind of on par. Well, so I've got a bunch, but one of mine was, Proverbs says an honest answer is like a kiss on the lips. So let's get truthful.
That one's really good too. Rachel, you are winning.
I think they just felt sorry for me.
No, yours was really fun.
Yours was good. I don't know if it was sweep good, but it was still good.
April's like, I don't really understand why all of you are saying Rachel. Oh, Abby's made Katie feel something.
That was the intention. The one that I love to say to people is just a straight up line from Song of Solomon. Your hair is like a flock of goats descending from Gilead.
So hot.
What about this one? Girl, I really want to see your body. Of Christ. When can I come to your church?
I thought the Holy Spirit was making it hot in here. It's just you. You guys, I think Rachel won in a very
at least my partner voted for me.
Yeah, your partner did. I do think I might have won. I would have.
Oh man, they said I should have led with that one.
Yeah, then you would have won, but sorry. Looks like it was me.
So, Rachel, which of your guys are you going to do the line in? Because I really feel like that's a Luke pickup line.
Yeah, because Jonah doesn't he doesn't care. He's not hitting on you.
He doesn't do pickup lines.
You come to him for sure. Even though, April, how do you feel about Luke's feedback on your date?
Not the best.
You didn't even know I was making that video.
I did not. But you know what, though? Just like in the regular show, they don't see the testimonials until after the show. So technically, Esterly, as of this moment, doesn't know.
Doesn't know that Luke just thought your cooking was okay.
They're dragging our first choices. These backup ones would have been game changers. I'm so sorry. I really liked my first one.
You know, I did a trial run with my brothers, Andrew, earlier.
Weird. That was weird.
And I did both too, and they liked the accountability one better. They laughed at that one, and they stared at me on the honest answer one.
There was one that I saw, and I thought long and hard, how do I make this a little dirty? Moses turned a staff into a snake. I can't do that, but I'll make your dreams come true. And there was something about like staff, snake as euphemisms, and I was like, there's something here, and I couldn't get there. I couldn't make it happen.
The other one I was looking at, which I thought was too stupid to say, was, is your name Faith? Because you're the substance of things I've hoped for.
Oh my God, this was awful. Oh my gosh. Okay, Beecher said he came up with 29 and I didn't use any. Okay, here's one of Beecher's. Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Hey girl. Oh, you're not a Christian? That's okay. I'll backslide for you and be left behind with you so I could save you during the tribulation.
That's extensive.
That's involved.
There are so many layers to that one.
So many layers.
It was good. I liked it.
I think you guys are all really good, and if you hit on me with any of these lines, I would date you.
Here's one that's like really terrible and kind of sad. We were talking about purity culture cover up earlier.
Yeah.
Hey girl, I've been praying the gay away, but you give me hope. I would love for you to be my beer.
That just
I told you it was
some
sad.
of these, I'm not gonna lie to you, some of these I don't understand. Like some of the ones that I was strictly just gonna ask if you no, I pulled some that I found because I was like, I don't get it. Can you guys explain this one to me?
Mm-hmm.
Want to join me on the road to Damascus? What is that?
That's the whole thing.
Yes.
Is it just Damascus? Brian says, hi, I'm Will. God's will for you. That's pretty good.
Ooh, that is a good one.
I did think of this one. Thinking of demask us.
You did say that the other day. Which
I did,
was really funny.
There's one that's like, this is really stupid. This is like a QAnon nationalist person would be like, hey girl, I walk in faith, not fear, but I'd let your lips be my face mask.
Oh my God. Well, goodbye.
Okay.
Well, on that very unfortunate note, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us.
Oh my gosh.
Here's how we're wrapping up. Everyone, look forward to watching Rachel as Luke.
I don't
deliver. This is the arrangement, Rachel.
But you just do it on the Heretics TikTok. And what is our Heretics TikTok for those who do not follow us?
The Heretics _
at the
TikTok.
Heretics.
The Heretics on TikTok.
Oh, did you just put up a ticker?
At the bottom of your screen.
You know what's sad, but also probably for the best, is that Rachel's the only one with that kind of control, and I find myself deeply envious of it right now. I want to have control of the ticker.
I can do so many things. Like I can change your name. I could make it say something.
I know
other than
you did change my name once, and it was a mean thing.
It was. Sounds like me.
Yes.
You did say I was mean the other day on Alive. You did.
You demanded that. Oh, you know what would be a fun way to end this? Should we make April? Should we make April look up the term from that live the other night?
No.
I was so confused what that was. I have no idea what you guys were talking about.
To you.
Can I tell you though, April, that I said, let's ask each other awkward questions. And I said, if you had to choose between me and April, who would you unalive? It took her less than a half a second to say me.
April has children.
Why was this a... Hold on.
Exactly.
Why was this even a question?
You guys,
so
I don't know. I was drinking.
Wait, everybody in the comments is saying yes to making April look up the word.
April, do you have your phone handy?
Yes.
All right, go for it, Abby.
Okay.
All the people who are mad at us for not saying it now publicly, they have to listen to the podcast to look up this word. And you should Google image search it too.
I'll do it. Yeah, do it as a Google image search. So I was saying like that my young adult Bible study, they come over and educate my husband on terms that he does not yet know. And one of them, the worst one that really scarred him, is the term sounding. So go ahead and Google image search sounding.
All I do is type in sounding.
I don't know if she'll get that right away. Will she have to say like
Doesn't it be sounding like urban
dictionary?
Dictionary?
If you do like sounding slang.
Sounding
slang. What are y'all
slang.
doing to April? And also why? I'm doing it because
And I need to do images.
It's horrifying. It's horrifying.
Everyone just stare at April.
Hold on. I don't think it's coming up because right now I'm just seeing
Do you like parental lock on your phone?
I know. If you are not yet 18, please turn the podcast off.
Patrick's saying,
Patrick,
don't
be
search
quiet.
it.
Patrick, be quiet.
Okay, I don't think it's... I think I need to do like
feels
urban
like
dictionary.
We're not bullying her.
That's fine. Do
sounding urban dictionary.
Oh, this is gonna.
Are you guys in the comments all looking too? Especially you gentlemen.
Katie must have found it.
Katie's been wanting to know too. This is why you saw that looks on the faces of me.
I
don't
and think images are working for me.
Well,
why? What are you seeing, baby?
Don't look at your
baby. All I'm seeing are like this stuff, like graphics.
SOUNDING.
Yeah, sounding. Is there another word that can help me?
Features that he'll demonstrate after the show.
I don't know what it is. My computer's not here. Let me try. Let me try my computer. Hold on.
Okay, this
sounding.
Now everyone in the comments and everything are just waiting for you, April. We're just waiting.
I know. I'm trying. I see something like a metal utensil of sorts.
Yeah.
Someone is holding his. Okay, there's a guy that looks like he's in pain.
I would imagine. I would imagine so.
Are you picking up what they're putting down?
Huh.
Uh-huh. What's the other word that you said, Abby?
Why is it called that?
That we looked up too?
Docking.
Oh, yes, which I already knew that one.
Wouldn't that hurt?
But like hurt or like good hurt, I don't know. I don't have that equipment, so I'm not really familiar.
All I know is that's why Andrew had such a hard time with the Google.
Oh my gosh. Well, Derek too. They were both like, "Why did you do that to us?" Because I'm the mean one.
This is why you guys should be on our lives with us, because it is a hot, holy mess.
Because they're funny.
They're funny. I don't drink on the Heretics. I drink on TikTok lives. And I had quite a bit.
Before Rachel insisted that I say one flaw of everyone's.
I said that?
Yes.
Oh, and that's when you said I was mean. Yeah. That's when you said I was mean. But I did at the beginning, April, say, if you had to choose between me and April.
You already told this story.
I know.
On the live?
We circled back to it because yes, on the live. That I asked it just being funny, but she took a second to say
and actually answered it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. I have the download. She did not ask just to be funny. She asked 4 times and demanded I answer.
And then with awkward questions like, who do you hate the most here?
Yes. And then it was like, who on screen would you physically fight if you had to? And I was like, oh my God.
And I said, not you and Derek, because you're very tall and you would just like hold your hands out and I wouldn't be able to get to you. So
it would be like a little cartoon.
That's true. This is the kind of stuff we talk about on the
This
Heretics.
is Heretics After Dark now. That's what
it's
we've
definitely
officially
After
said.
Dark now. I've looked up sounding.
Yes, and never have to look that up again. Docking. Did you look
But
docking
aren't you
up?
glad
What
that
is
you know?
docking?
See, so what had happened was
I can't believe that we're doing this a second time.
I'm gonna get so many like unsubscribes on the podcast. Listen, y'all. Oh my gosh, yes, that was one. Ben and Iva was being mean to me. I'm not even saying that one out loud on this.
Although I do like that it looks like Ben is just saying that.
Yeah.
People are so weird.
All right. Well, on that note,
Heretics.
Thanks for being here for first episode of 2022.
Not 2020.
I don't know, you guys. Listen, I was still coming off the high of the Bengals going to the Super Bowl.
That's true.
Which is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Can't believe it. So I was not making much sense an hour and 15 minutes ago, but we'll be back the last Sunday of February, which is not that far away since it's a short month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see which date that is so we can say it.
I don't even know.
Let me pull up my calendar. The last Sunday would be February 27th. Cool. 4 weeks from tonight.
4 weeks from tonight, we'll be back and with another good episode. April, Recovering Evangelical will be on a break after next week. When do you guys come back with
Evangelicalish will be back we'll be back February 9th.
Cool.
Season, yeah.
All right. Oh, Katie, look, Katie just knowing about the Bengals. Yes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. All right, anyway. Where have you been? Where have you been? All right, I love you guys. Clear your search histories.
Never.
All right, everybody say bye.
Bye, everybody.